think you need to get closer over to me.
I'm on the side. You are in my space.
We can get each other. You want to sit in my lap?
You got some bony knees. I don't want that.
Hi, everyone. You okay?
I'm fine.
Hannah, see if she can hear and see us.
Fine.
It's good. You can hear and see us. Okay, good. So I'm Laurie.
Dang, I got a death glare. Sorry. I'm Hannah. How you doing?
And we're Journey with the Gingers.
I didn't realize I have an RBF.
What's the RBF?
Resting face. Resting blank face.
Yeah. This is Hannah with the straight hair. She flat ironed her hair.
Also, my mother took off several inches of my hair.
I cut her hair yesterday.
It was very long and touched my butt. And now it touches my shoulder blades.
Oh, come on.
The shoulder blades. Look at it. You know where the shoulder blades are. They're touching the shoulder blades. They're no longer touching my butt.
It's not like I held her down and cut her hair.
I said 2 inches. And she goes, here you go. And I'm looking, I'm like, that is double 2 inches.
It looks so much healthier, though. You don't want to go to the hair salon, so go to Mama's salon. You get what you get.
Get what you get.
So we are just back from Universal Studios in Orlando.
How you doing?
So Hannah, what was your favorite part of our trip? Your favorite experience, I guess.
Well, you start because I have show and tell.
Oh, she has show and tell. Well, I am a roller coaster fanatic. So the best roller coaster there is the Hulk.
Is that the best roller coaster you've ever been on?
It could possibly be up there.
What would you say would surpass that?
I love the rock and roll roller coaster at Disney, but it's the music and the roller coaster is amazing, but the music, and because I love Aerosmith, so
yeah. But on the Hulk,
the Hulk the music for a Hulk is amazing. All the
special effects
the special effects going upside down, and it's smooth. That's what I like about it, because I don't like a roller coaster that you feel sore when you get off of it. It's super smooth. Yeah. So we rode it. When we got into the parks, the very first, we arrived on Friday, we unpacked our suitcases or put our suitcases away and literally went straight to the parks. And that was the very first ride we rode. And so when we finished the trip on Monday, well, we came home on Tuesday, but when we finished the trip on Monday night to the parks, we decided to end the trip with it again because we loved it so much, and we rode it twice back to back.
At night.
Mm-hmm. So I think it could possibly be my favorite roller coaster.
I think for me, I highly enjoyed the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Yes, you did.
So there was one night that Universal was open until 10 p.m. And I stayed. Well, we went back to the room. Mm-hmm. I took like a 2-hour nap because we had gotten to the park around like 7-ish in the morning. And I was like, oh, no. I'm tired. I want to go take a nap. And then I was like, Mom, will you go to the park with me? And she was like, no. So I went back to the park by myself and I did some shopping. So number one, I got this wand. And this is, she won't know who it is, but this is Narcissa Malfoy, which is Draco's mom. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Her wand, and it's so pretty. And it comes with her own little box. And it says Narcissa Malfoy on the end. But I wanted to do the wand experience at Ollivanders. The reason being is because right now, you can only... So what the wand experience is, if you've ever seen the first Harry Potter movie, The Sorcerer's Stone, Harry goes to Ollivanders, the wand shop, to go pick out his wand. Well, the wand picks you. And before the Coco Roro, they used to take a group of like 20 to 30 people into Ollivanders, and they would pick one person out of the 20 and 30 people who didn't know each other, and they'd just pick one person to do it. But now they're taking each party in, and that one person out of that party can experience it. So we were a party. She didn't want a wand. I did. So I had another wand choose me, and this is the Ivy wand. It says the characteristics of this wand is goal-oriented and patient. I'm not patient.
She's not patient.
No. But I am goal-oriented. So I have 2 wands, this one and Narcissa Malfoy's wand. I'm very happy with my purchases. So.
And those vlogs for that will start coming out in 2 weeks, right? My editor.
Yeah, so is that what we discussed?
Yeah, 2 weeks. Cool. And she actually held the camera in front of her the entire wand experience. So she'll
hopefully I hit the record button.
If she hit the record button, it'll be in our vlog.
We waited an hour for that. And we went there right when the park opened.
Yeah.
Hint, pro tip. If you want to do that, go right when the park opens, because if not, you'll be waiting for 2 hours. I looked today on a freaking Thursday at 2 p.m. The wand experience was a 120-minute wait.
That's a long wait.
I was just like, y'all are crazy.
But we could talk all night about Universal Studios, but we're not. We're just going to save that for the vlogs because we have an awesome guest with us tonight.
We
have awesome guests with us tonight. An awesome channel with us tonight. Speaking of awesome channels, of course, tonight we have Doug and Niki. And then on March 18th, we have David and Lorelai from Fisher Fun Ventures.
Lorelai.
We love Lorelai's name. And then on March 25th, we have the wonderful Shauna and Jonathan. And I think Caitlin might join us. Yes, from the 6 Traveling Shorts. Speaking of a Harry Potter person.
Fanatic.
Yes. And then on April 1st, we have Wanda from Cruising for Food. So excited. And she just finished a trip to Disney. So awesome. And Hannah loves talking about Disney too.
I love theme parks.
So if you're not subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because we have great vlogs coming out and we have great guests coming, including the guests we have tonight. Hannah's going to recognize everyone that's here in the chat by clicking on your name and having it come up on the screen. What are you doing?
Come up on the screen. Come up on the screen.
You just feel magical right now. You want to get your wand.
I have these sleeves. Also, I have a shirt that says something about, hold on. I serve time in Azkaban. Please approach this wizard with caution. And my introverted self is thanking this shirt right now. Because I don't want to interact with some people.
What are you talking about?
I'm an introvert.
You are an introvert. You're an extrovert on camera, though.
How do I have a bruise on my hand? I'm sorry.
She's an introvert that has a little ADD, too.
I just realized I have another bruise.
All right, so you're going to start recognizing who's in the chat.
I was waiting on you.
By clicking on their names. I'm going to go ahead and tell you who our moderators are, and we just appreciate them for keeping our channel safe. And that is Anthony Simone, J&N Travels, Rayleigh Creative Travel, MGM Family Travel, Adventures of David and Aaron, Fisher Fun Ventures, No Maps Needed Travel, and Lovey's Fat Life. So thank you, moderators. Now we're going to introduce our wonderful guest. And
guest,
say it plural. I'm just not saying it. It's after it. Yes.
Thank you. Sound like a snake.
We're going to bring in Doug and Niki. So go ahead, Hannah.
Is that my cue?
Yes, that's your cue to hit the button.
That was very anticlimactic. Let's try that again.
Our amazing guest, Doug and Niki. Yay!
Hello.
No,
it's hello, gingers.
No, it's like, no, it's just me tonight.
It's hello, gingers.
And we're going to just kind of jump in and start asking them some questions. And if you have a question for Doug and Niki, just write the word question and then write the question after it. I'm sure they'll be happy to answer it for you. So, and also, if you're a creator, put hashtag creator, and Hannah will also recognize that on the screen, because we're big about our community and we want everybody to support one another and check out their channels. Okay?
I'm working on it.
You good? Also, we have a moderator in the chat. Yeah, I see Lovey's here.
There's Anthony too.
Okay, and Anthony's here. So if y'all could post the link to Doug and Niki's channel, and we would love for everybody to check them out if you're not already friends with them.
Let me answer a quick question.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Lovey wants to know how long the wait times were if we didn't have Express Pass. Lovey, we went on the weekend. If we were to recommend you not using Express Pass, go during weekdays. Weekdays mainly being, I would say, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday. But mainly Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because on the weekend, like, I would say King Kong was 110-minute wait. When it typically on a weekday it's like 45 minutes.
A long time.
Yeah. So if you're not using Express Pass, go on the weekdays. If you're going on a weekend, use Express Pass, or you're going to be waiting 100 and something minutes for some rides.
And those of you that want to know what the Express Pass is, it gets you to the front of the line on most of the rides.
Except for Hagrid's and 2 kid rides.
And we did have it. We were blessed with that because it was nice, especially on those days it got a little crowded.
Yeah, and it was sunny, and my
None
pale
of
blood
those
does not
days.
appreciate the sun.
Express Pass.
Schedule.
Yeah.
We said we can never go back because now we are bougie.
I said it's kind of like when you finally get that balcony cabin on a cruise ship, and you never want to not have a balcony after that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
How
that.
it works. They upgrade you once, and then they got you forever.
All right, Doug and Nikki, y'all ready for some questions?
We are ready.
Fantastic.
Ready for questions.
She's ready.
So where are you all from?
Well, I'm originally from Canada. Then I moved to the Caribbean. Then I lived in Manhattan for 10 years. And now I'm a Long Island girl.
In New York, yes. and I've spent
Your whole life in Long Island.
53 years on Long Island, except of college and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, New York. We're New Yorkers.
New York.
They're New Yorkers.
New
Can you
Yorkers.
Say it
tell
like New Yorker.
by their accents?
I thought you were about to say by their southern accent.
No, I said, can you tell by their accents? You can tell where we are by our accents.
Yeah.
Like water.
Sometimes
Water.
I can't understand.
It goes
the
water.
The water.
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 Say
Water.
coffee.
She wants you to
Coffee?
say coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee?
Okay,
Is that one right or
so
wrong?
You don't have a lot like
I don't have, like, a good New York
Yeah, he
accent.
doesn't really have a strong New York accent.
my
And I
grandmother,
don't have a Canadian accent.
Hey,
my grandmother's best friend, she's not from New York. She's from Jersey, but she says coffee.
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 Oh, okay.
coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when did you all start your channel, and what made you want to start vlogging?
Well, so I have traveled the world since I was 22. And then when I met Doug, I kind of brought international traveling to his life. And being a photographer, it kind of was a natural, progression into videography. But we started doing videoing our trips for fun. We'd come back because everybody would say oh my God, you guys go on these amazing trips and we want to see it. So we kind of do, that for fun and upload them to our channel, which was just literally a channel for friends and families to see. And then it kind of progressed from there because everybody would always ask me, well, how did you find this place? Or how'd you do that? Or, oh my God, how did you put this together? So I kind of gradually moved into let's do this seriously because we enjoy it and it's challenging and it's kind of a great thing that we're able to provide people with those, kind of reviews, let them see behind the scenes, whether it's, flight reviews or hotel reviews and places we go, tips and all those types of things. So it kind of progressed so that we are now, we do it when we travel and we do it, take it very seriously.
Yeah, it's kind of consumed our travel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Our travel is not like normal people travel.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. It's a little crazy.
Yeah, it can consume you. There's sometimes that we just say, let's put the camera down for a little bit, enjoy this trip for a while.
Yeah.
We haven't learned that skill too much.
But I understand it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I understand why people want you to do it, but we definitely don't.
We haven't developed that that self-control yet.
No.
No, on this past trip, I had a fanny pack and she had a knapsack. So the camera was in her knapsack and I was like, I need the camera to film something. She just looked at me going, no.
Yeah.
She's like, no.
But we did get a good system going because now there's shorts, and so that had to be filmed on the on your iPhone or your cell phone.
Right.
And it had to be vertical. So it was like we kind of had a game plan going there about what we need to get on shorts, and so one of us was filming and one of us was doing the shorts.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it definitely kind of changes travel a little bit because we first, if we're going somewhere, we kind of envision a story or an experience we want to share, and then we're like, okay, what do we need to shoot so that we can share that story, and then you're there and now you're busy shooting your story, and then you leave and you're like, I don't even remember what the Taj Mahal looked like. It's like,
well, that one we do. We spent a lot of time there. We spent almost the whole day there.
We spent because we spent a whole day. Half of the day was doing an Instagram shoot,
right?
Which actually came out really cool.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Yeah, you have to worry about Instagram too.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I had a question.
You got a question?
We have when are you going back to live? So I'm guessing like live streams.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting one.
Yeah. So we actually have been on the road for a couple of weeks. We actually just got back last night. We have been traveling down the East Coast and to Florida and stuff. So we really kind of had like zero time for live. So I think next week, Wednesday,
right,
we will be live.
And actually we have a big announcement Wednesday.
Yes, right? A huge announcement.
We do have a huge announcement for Wednesday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're also we spent a lot of time on this trip discussing. I think we're going to try to re-envision, redo what we're doing in terms of our lives, right?
Just the way that it's presented.
Yeah, we're just trying to find the right tone and what we want to do and what we want to communicate through our lives. Yeah. So it's a work in progress.
Exactly.
But they are not going away.
Yeah.
But we have a big announcement for Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And for those people who don't know what time your live is, we
9 p.m. Wednesday.
Is it?
So what time
is it? It's 9?
No, it's 9 p.m. Eastern time Wednesday.
I don't even remember.
9 p.m. Eastern time.
Just tells me when to be ready. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I give her like schedule. I'm like, even tonight, I'm like, okay, time to get in the shower.
No, I have a smart Alec comment from Blaine Rayleigh over here. Ready for it?
Okay.
I can't remember the Taj Mahal. Looks like you haven't been here yet. That's why.
That might help, right?
But that's kind of, we told him all about it when we saw him on this trip. So he's just lying. He knows what it looks like.
He knows all about it. We showed him all the pictures.
Yeah, I know. I saw that and I was just like, oh, we got a smart butt. All right. Okay.
And Lovey's Fat Life is saying that they're glad to hear that how you do that you plan it ahead of time so you know what you want to capture.
Yeah, it's just one of the
sometimes we don't. Sometimes it's like
sometimes we just wing it, but
we do a lot of planning.
Yeah, it's one of those things. As the years have gone by, you kind of learn these things that you need to do, and you can't just show up at the Taj Mahal and say, okay, let's do the vlog, because you invariably get back to the United States and you look at your videos and you're like, oh, we forgot to say subscribe, or we didn't show the entranceway, or whatever it was that we wanted to tell. So you really kind of have to.
It takes a lot of time.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of freaking work.
And then you have to progressively get better as well as you're doing things. Because if you don't, then that's
it's just practice. It's
for
like
us,
that whole.
I feel like I think that comes because of being a photographer. Doing video is definitely different than photography. So we're constantly trying to improve and do all those things.
Learn new tricks.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think every one of our vlogs from Universal, we wrap it up in the morning because we're so exhausted by the time we finish being at the parks all day long that we forgot to wrap it up, and we're like, we'll just do it in the morning.
Right.
There was one time I went to sleep at 7 p.m.
that
night, and I didn't wake up until 8 a.m. the next morning. And she said,
that's a good day.
Yeah.
She was like, you just slept for 13 hours and you slept so loud.
It was a lot of time in the park. You had to rest up.
She was sleeping so hard she was snoring, and she never snores that loud. I was like, oh.
And I woke up, my throat hurt, and she was like, "You were so loud."
So since we have many vloggers in our chat, we always like to ask, what do y'all use to film your vlogs as far as cameras?
So we have an arsenal of equipment that we travel with, which ranges from, we have a bunch of professional Canon DSLRs. We have like every action camera ever invented. We have a small fleet of drones that have to go with us.
Everything from tripods to monopods to
lights,
mics
and then everything else on top of it that goes with all. And we have a vlogging camera too that we just do, hold and do the vlog.
So depending on where we're at, and then we have Pelican bags that we keep all them in. And
it literally, like when we go on one of our big trips, we have 2 full suitcases filled with gear. So, which is excessive.
Yeah,
but it's important just because we want to do things right and we don't want to miss things. These are all learning experiences, right? So we were in China a couple of years ago. We each had our camera that we were shooting with for that trip, and then her camera croaked, and then we were like, oh, we didn't bring a backup camera, so now we go and we both have backup cameras, so we have 4 DSLR cameras, professional level DSLR cameras going to wherever we're going, and 3 action cameras. And I don't know,
humidity is a killer on cameras. Got to really be careful of humid places.
So we have a lot of crap is the bottom line.
A lot of toys.
You see what?
Yes,
lots of toys.
They have a whole compartment in the RV dedicated for our camera equipment.
We do actually. Yes,
we do. And then we
have to fight on who gets which compartments above. There's like 4 cabinets above the fireplace and 3 below. Yeah. And then we fight out who gets those spaces.
The better fights are if I go into your cabinets and move anything. That's when the good fights go on.
What's going on?
Yeah.
And don't touch my camera.
Don't touch it.
He likes to change settings on my camera. I'm like, no, don't touch the camera. Everybody kind of has different settings.
Personal style.
Yeah.
I know this time we didn't even, I'm thinking about, we were being a little bit, I don't know. Now I'm glad that we made it through with just my camera because we didn't take your camera. We would have been in a pickle.
My camera has made me mad because it's destroyed 2 batteries. 2 batteries have just given up. And I'm just like, no, I'm not hauling that thing just for 2 batteries in 30 seconds.
We did have an action camera. I guess we could have used backup if we had to. Wouldn't have
that would have
been
been the most muffled audio ever.
Yeah.
It's a GoPro knockoff.
It's a GoPro knockoff.
Yeah, oh my gosh. GoPros are already muffled enough.
Yeah.
It was the camera we bought to film going down water slides.
And be in the ocean.
Being in the ocean.
Perfect for that.
Yeah, definitely.
And nobody cares about the auto other than some slushing water,
exactly.
Right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no.
Add some music to the background.
Yeah.
I got a gimbal. I used it on the last day. It kills my phone. phone.
Oh, you got which gimbal did you get?
I have no idea. That's a great question. It's a fancy little smancy little thing, but you have to. It's like it uses the It's like Hoem, HO.
Hoheim. Yeah.
Hoheim.
I don't know. But it uses that app, but the app drains your battery so bad. Also, my battery is crap. So
you need a new cell phone too.
There's that. So.
Yeah.
So, what is something of value that you have learned as a YouTuber with all your experience that you would share with someone if they come to you and says, I'm thinking about starting a channel? What's something you would tell them?
I would say you need to have perseverance. You have to keep trudging forward, because when you don't see things growing right away, you have to keep working at it. And I think, you have to stick to what you know and what you're doing. I think, once you develop something, it's like, if we started talking about like, I don't know, just something random, it doesn't fit with our channel. So, I think sticking with your path.
Yeah. You gotta, well, I guess it depends if that person was like really serious about doing YouTube or if they were just having fun with it.
Yeah.
If you're really serious about it, it's definitely practice. You gotta just shoot and edit and shoot and edit, and you can't be sad when you put it up and 14 people watch it and one idiot says the audio is terrible. Like it's just part of the process. Like nobody starts out and has amazing, beautiful looking cinematic videos. Like it just doesn't work that way.
It takes time.
So you just got to do it a lot, and you got to be serious about it. Like, you got to kind of niche down into what you're going to do.
Right.
Because the YouTube robots don't like it when you go crazy with all different things. So we just I would just say you just got to keep within your niche, and that works out a little better.
Even when the world shuts down, you got to figure out how to make it work.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
So you have traveled to Egypt.
Yeah.
And so tell us about traveling to Egypt and some of the most unique experiences y'all had together.
Well, I like that. We stayed in some phenomenal hotels. Love the hotels. But I think the going up into the Great Pyramid was awesome. Something that I wasn't sure I was going to do because it's like very like it's as you go up, like it's a long way to go up. There's, tiny little tunnels you have to walk up and then they expand and they get bigger, but it's hot all the way you're going up because there's no airflow through there. So that was kind of cool, being able to do that. But I think when you one of our biggest things is I always try to, we meet local people and stuff and talk to locals. It's like important for us because we love to learn about people's cultures and about, what their life is like in the country as opposed to just being a tourist. I kind of like to kind of get off the beaten path a bit. So I think when we spent time with our felucca captain in Aswan and we went and he made us lunch in his home and we met his family and he took us around his island that they live on. It's Elephantine Island in Aswan, and it's Nubian. So their heritage is Nubian, and just kind of him walking us through the village and introducing us to he's the baker, and then here's some of the farmers, and I think that to me, I think is probably some of my favorite times in traveling and unique experiences.
Yeah, those are the kind of things which are really amazing and like and like on the same level we were walking through, because we do things like we tell the guide like, don't take us to the, touristy bazaar, take us to where the locals go shopping, and then where the locals are shopping and their outdoor shopping bazaar or whatever you want to call it, market. And like, we stopped to get bread just for breakfast. And the owners of the bakery, it's like this little funky commercial bakery, the way they make bread in Egypt. And they're like, oh, come in. And like 10 minutes later, we're standing there making bread and throwing it in the oven. And those are the kind of personal and real experiences with the locals that that we love. Because we want to learn about other cultures and other places.
We certainly love the tour. Like, it's like, you have to obviously see the pyramids and different pyramid sites. But I think getting kind of like a little more in the world of the real world of what
where we're going,
the country is like. It's
really interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, that, we love the Four Seasons. We love doing our Nile cruise and all the normal touristy stuff. We love that to the extent that we have a video on our channel of like, so we went to a couple of the classic tourist traps in Egypt, like one where they make perfume, they custom make perfume for you, and one where they make papyrus artwork, like the original paper out of papyrus.
And they show you how it's made,
and they are
printing.
They are total tourist traps. And we put up the vlog, and we say the best tourist traps in Egypt, and people are like, "Oh my God, don't tell people to go there. They rip you off. It's not real perfume." And it's like, we know that. That's why we said it. But that doesn't mean that it's not fun and enjoyable for us as visitors.
It doesn't mean that I'm not going to buy it either. Because I'm like, I'm going to buy it.
Great time, and the perfume, maybe it was
whatever
linseed oil, but it smelled fun, and we had a great time picking it out, and it was good.
And it's interesting even to see, like, because obviously, I have to do all those things because I love to check out all the different things in different countries, even to see the sales pitches and how they go through these different processes, and in different levels of, because obviously, I do get things that are like legitimate, like, I've have hand like woven carpets and stuff like that from Turkey and stuff. And it's, but to find those places a little different than, these, but, just, I think they're, how the people interact with their customers and stuff, I think is kind of cool too.
It's all fun. So we do both.
Yeah.
If anybody's joined us in the chat that didn't with us at the beginning, if y'all have a question for Doug and Niki, just put question and write the question with it, and Hannah will ask them.
Cool.
If you have like a question about a foreign country, they probably know something about it. If not, they might know. So you should probably ask it. I noticed there was something, and I don't know if I would do it or not. It was stuffed pigeon you ate.
Yeah, Egypt.
Yeah, and I was like, that looks delicious, but
it's a pigeon.
It's a pigeon, and I think pigeons are so cute.
Yes.
So how did it taste? And what was it stuffed with?
So it was stuffed with a rice dish that had like Egyptian spices and stuff in it. The rice, which was absolutely delicious. The pigeon was delicious. It was just, it's not even gamey. I would say it's light.
It's like a dark meat, though.
Yeah,
it's like a dark meat chicken.
Dark meat. Yeah.
But I think I could sum it up, and it would really speak to you, Hannah. That hour, was she 19 at the time or 20?
20.
A 20-year-old daughter who was with us for that part of the trip actually asked to go back the next day and have it again. So it was good.
Yeah,
it was good. Even when the 20-year-old daughter wants to go again and have it's got to be at least as good at McDonald's.
And it is a local, it's a local dish there. So they do have a lot. And obviously, like with anything, you want to watch the place you go to and stuff, make sure it's clean. This place was in this cute little alley, and it's a very well-known restaurant. But again, it's tiny, and you kind of eat in the alley at these little tables and stuff. But it's been around, I don't know, like 100 years or something crazy. And they do a great job.
You should go and try. Pigeon.
It looked good.
It genuinely was good.
And he's not a trier. He doesn't like exotic stuff, but you like that.
It's easy to like gross me out with food, but I liked it. It was good.
Yeah, we did have it twice.
Yeah, we did have it twice.
So y'all were traveling abroad when coronavirus started. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So tell us about how you handled the situation and how you safely returned to the United States.
That's a bad word.
Well, you know what the funny thing is? It is March 11th. We were literally sitting in Qatar on March 11th, waiting in the airport for our flight home. And we weren't allowed into Qatar because they had closed the country already. So the day before and the week before, we were in India. Like, we were in India for 2 weeks. But particularly the week before March 11th, it started to get a little crazy. So we started seeing news reports. I would get texts from my mother saying, you should be coming home. Like, you need to get on a flight. It's getting a little bad. And, I'd get these constant updates, and I'd look at the news. Then we'd go to sites, like different sites that we were visiting, and they'd start setting up these, tables, and they'd have government officials at them. So prior to, say, going into a temple, you'd have to meet with these government officials and show them your passport.
Tell them you weren't in Italy.
Tell them, because Italy right now, so we were at the Taj Mahal the week before that. And a few days later, we got reports that there had been like 15 Italians that were at the Taj Mahal and all had COVID. So now, like, everybody in India is nervous, and everybody's like, "Are you from like Italy?" And we're like, "We're not Italians. We're not from Italy, and we haven't been around any Italians." So it was like a little nerve-wracking in that.
Imagine.
And then so that week before, they started setting up these kind of tables and stuff, and writing down your passport numbers and asking you a zillion questions. So it was a little nerve-wracking because we're like still, wow, okay, this is now starting to happen more, and getting a little more nervous.
Can I add a different angle to your answer? So she was like super on top of this stuff. So basically, when we left, she had found and arranged for a specialized medevac service, so that which was good for all of our travels, right?
Right.
If you get hurt in Egypt or you get hurt in India, we had like a year-long subscription, basically,
to like a major,
and they would fly you home on a private jet to get to the doctor, like without having to. Normally, your normal medical insurance will require that you're treated in that country for a while, and then if that's failing, they might send you back home. And we've never wanted to be treated in Egypt or treated in India when we have a compound fracture. We just wanted to get flown home. So we had special medevac coverage that in case. And she had also, like, in addition to her Lysol wipes, we never really. She was so ahead of the game. Like, she had masks. She had special, like
gloves,
like 100 masks, not even like the 95 masks. She had gloves. We never ended up needing like the full hazmat suit, but we really had everything
possible
that we could need if the world had gone sideways on us. We didn't leave this country wondering what was going to happen in India. She had like a plan for everything. That could have gone wrong.
Which I do with all of our travels. I know where all the hospitals are when we're traveling. I know which are the international hospitals. Like, I know all that stuff. And so it's important. So that week, it was getting a little nerve wracking, and we got, we were flying Qatar Airways, as they say it. It's not Qatar, it's Qatar. I like the way they say it. So they had, we had contacted them because we started hearing. So people now at this point, Indians, like, who are from India, live in India, we're not being accepted into other countries. So they were also saying, if you were leaving from India, most countries aren't accepting you. So I'm like, what? We're leaving from India. So I started flying. I started, contacting the airline, and they're like, we don't know at this point, because things are literally were changing minute to minute. Airlines weren't knowing what's happening. They weren't knowing how to deal with it. I mean, it's all new to everybody. So they're like, we don't know if your flight's even able to leave. And I'm like, what? Like,
but we got
what
back.
Do you mean? Yeah.
We got back.
We
spent a full day in the airport, and we made it back.
Yeah. But they took great care of us at the airport. They set us up with a private room, and because we had to spend like 20 hours there. Yeah. So they took great care of us, but it was a little nerve-wracking.
It was definitely nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Different.
So we know you love cruising.
Yes.
So what has been your favorite cruise ship, and why?
Well, all right. So I think we have to split this into two cruise ships. Like, so our general favorite to travel on, I would say, is the Celebrity Equinox. We're big fans of Celebrity, but just because we find it's the right balance of like luxury and great food, but still young and fun. They still have like the fat guy, belly flop contest and that kind of stuff.
And if we don't feel like dressing up, we don't
have to dress up. But the food is amazing. The rooms are amazing. The entertainment's incredible. So that's like our favorite kind of travel ship to be on. And then our favorite kind of just ship as a concept that we've been on is Oasis of the Seas, Royal Caribbean.
So an Oasis, an Allure, a Harmony,
because
they're just fun.
Yeah, those ships, it is just unbelievable. Everything about those ships is just unbelievable, and we had the best time on, doing fly and zip lines, and
No, iFly wasn't on that one.
I think they have it on one of them.
Oh, no? Do they now? They didn't when we went, but it's just like the Central Park and all this stuff. It's so cool.
Incredible ships. Those ships are amazing.
Yeah, we haven't been on any of Royal Caribbean ships, and that was
we haven't been on Celebrity.
Yeah, we haven't been on Celebrity either. We've done Princess, Carnival, Norwegian, and Disney.
Yeah, Norwegian. We've been on our Breakaway, which is one of their.
Which that's a great one too. Yeah, that one was fun.
That one would be like kind of comparable to like one of the Royal ships. That kind of thing.
At this point, any cruise ship would be great for me.
Yeah,
right.
We're all there on that.
I know, right?
So ready to go.
There's one. I don't know if I still have it. One of the seas. I don't know which one of the seas it is, but it has an ice skating rink.
Yes. A lot of them actually have ice skating. Royals, as long as it's one of their, like, let's say 1990s on ships, most of them have a ice skating rink. And those areas are really cool because the ice shows are cool, and then they convert them and they do crazy game shows and stuff in there. It's like, it's very neat.
Lots of fun.
Yes.
Is it real ice or is it the synthetic ice?
Yeah, no, real ice.
It's ice.
Yeah,
it's real frozen ice.
I've done skating on synthetic ice. It's not fun.
It doesn't look like it. Yeah.
We one of those things we have to pull together for one of our lives is we know one of the skaters from one of those ships. And she's going to come on as a guest at some point.
That would be neat. Yeah.
We got to arrange that.
I was thinking Hannah's boyfriend was in the chat. Is he still here? Do we know?
Probably not. He fell asleep probably.
I was just thinking.
Jarrell likes to nap.
He likes to nap after work.
Yeah.
I was thinking he hasn't seen her since I cut her hair.
You can't tell. I mean, you can't.
It would be hard for that.
Yeah.
He was making very long. He was making fun of me. When I went to right here. Them foots were tired.
Talking about your
when I slept for 13 hours. He was like, them foots were tired. Oh god.
So speaking of cruising,
no, he's here.
Oh, he's here. Here, Jarrell. I cut her hair. He likes her long hair, I think.
It's still long.
Do you have cruises planned for the future?
Well, we have. We had a big. I don't know what happened. It sounded like a firework. So sorry about the fireworks. I think our closest one is September. Whether it'll happen or not, who knows? But that one is like the Caribbean and
it's that ship, the Celebrity Equinox.
Yeah, Celebrity Equinox. It was more about visiting because I used to live in Dominique and Antigua. So
you worked on that.
It's got like, I don't know, 12 different locations. And then we looked at doing like one Buenos Aires, Chile, that kind of area. But that's all we have right now. I know some people have like 25,000 or something booked. You go, I've got 16 booked. No, we just have September and maybe another one. But we had like, a big trip to Africa we were going to do, last September, but pandemic. So that didn't happen.
Look at Hannah. Hannah's like, I want to go to Africa.
Which country?
Well, there's kind of a few that I want to hit at the same time. So it would be like Botswana, Tanzania, Zanzibar, kind of in that region.
Yeah.
I want to go to Victoria Falls. It's one of the natural wonders of the world.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the tub at the top, like the little
Well, it's not really. It's a tub, but you can sit the falls. Yes. Yeah.
It's the thing that you can like pretend that you're leaning off the edge of.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Hannah's afraid of heights. Won't do that.
Yeah, I know. I looked at him like, I don't think I can do that. I would, oh my God, I'd totally be scared.
I know you're like secure, but I would flip out so much. I wouldn't enjoy the fact that I was sitting in like a natural wonder of the world. I would be like, oh my God, get me out of here, please.
So we talked about the pigeon. So what's something else, Barry, the most interesting thing that you think you've eaten as you traveled abroad?
I had scorpions
in China.
I did. I had scorpions.
You know what I think are the guinea pig
in Peru.
You know, I think it's so funny because I don't know if there's I'm definitely, I will try anything. So we've definitely, you know, I've had different cuisines from different countries and stuff like that. But I haven't gone quite as far as like, you know, the monkey brain or anything like that. We're not like quite that, you know, not quite there.
Guinea pig and pigeons are pretty much, although you once tricked me and gave me like
donkey.
Yeah. Right.
Well, that was the girl. So we had a guide in China.
Pawn it off on her.
She's like, it was so cute. She's like, he, I'm gonna give this to him. Okay. I'm like, okay. It was so cute.
Yeah.
So it was a girl's fault.
Yeah.
Totally.
No. Well, the thing is that guinea pigs are wild in Peru.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like going down the street and be like, "Oh, somebody missing a guinea pig?" Nobody's missing a guinea pig. It's just doing its thing, like on the streets of Peru.
So most people in their homes have, because guinea pig is a staple because it's inexpensive, but it provides a lot of protein for them. So in their homes, you will find little sections in their houses. And do we have that video up? Like that shows did we post that one? Okay. So visiting another home and stuff. So they have little sections in their homes that they have an area that they keep a lot of guinea pigs. And, you know, it's kind of like here where you have like chicken coops and stuff. They have like, you know, guinea pigs. Yeah.
Oh, no. I feel bad when we have mouse traps. No, I feel so bad. Wasn't you the one I don't know if it was you or if I talked to Innocence. I know I talked to Innocence Abroad about it, but I know you've been to South Korea. I think I talked to you about this, about eating the live octopus.
No, that is one thing we did not do.
You haven't done that?
No, because those little suckers, like they get stuck and people actually end up choking on them. So, I've
seen it in movies and stuff, but
and we didn't even see anybody eating that.
I gotta be honest, of all the places we went in the world, South Korea was one of my least favorite food places.
Oh no. You say food places?
It's just my style.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean
don't go by
lots of people like South Korea, but I like it was like kimchi.
There was tons of kimchi. For me, it was a little too spicy for me.
Yeah.
See, I like spicy. My boyfriend can attest to this. Me being, you know, the Korean cuisine lover in the relationship, he's actually the one who has eaten a live octopus before.
He has?
Yeah. He said the sucker got stuck on his throat, and he said he felt it moving in his throat. He was like, never again. And so whenever I have like Korean dishes that have cooked octopus in there, he's like, "Do not give that to me." I said, "But it's not going to suction on you. It's not alive."
Exactly.
He's like, "No."
I like octopus is awesome. I love it if it's cooked, but I couldn't do the live one.
No, she doesn't like octopus because it's chewy.
Yeah,
it is definitely chewy. Yeah, it's definitely, and it can be prepared different ways. If they keep the outer skin on it, sometimes can be a little slimy if they keep that outer skin on it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of for me.
I when I go to the Korean restaurant, I eat champong, which is spicy seafood soup. So that stuff's been boiling for a hot second. So it's not slimy, but it is chewy. And
you love it, though.
I love
Korean barbecue is good.
Oh.
Kona's filling in for Doug.
Oh, hey.
Are you filling in?
He's the baby.
Say hi. Say hi, everybody. I'm Kona.
I'm very
Yeah, and I'm very noisy. I like to woof.
Beautiful. We love puppies now.
My little man. You think you can go down and be quiet, my little guy?
He said, no.
No, say I'm very spoiled. Very spoiled.
Okay, come on.
Cruise Day Fun said we get it, Hannah. It has the soft tag and the heart next to it. It's like, yeah. Good night, Jeffrey.
Good night, Jeffrey.
Yeah, but everyone's like, oh. Okay, go ahead.
So y'all are currently traveling with the puppy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Across the United States in your RV. So tell us about what type of RV you have, because there's a lot of people in our community, including me, that love to talk about RVs.
Oh, cool.
And where are you traveling? Where have you traveled so far in the U.S.?
Let me just preference what she says. She doesn't have an RV, but during her lunchtime and when she's doing her hair, she watches reviews about RVs.
That's fun.
That is
So
fun.
there's a show, if you like to watch RVs too, it's called Going RVing. I think it's Going RVing, something like that. And they review all of the RVs. It's very cute. So you should look that one
I
up.
watch a lot of Matt's RV reviews, I think, videos. We're looking at a motorhome.
Okay. So
when my
ours
husband retires.
Right. No, and there is that difference. So you can have, there's kind of a couple difference. Obviously, you can have the Class A, which is like the huge, like,
Look at
tour
you with
bus.
the lingo now.
I know, the huge tour bus. You
we
can
don't
have
want
a Class C, which is a smaller motorhome that you drive and you're inside of it. And then you can have a travel trailer, which you pull with a truck. And that you can detach from your truck, and then there's different sizes of those. Yeah. Ours is a 33-foot travel trailer, and that specifically is, and it's called a super light, so that we're able to pull it with the Tahoe. So we didn't have to. We didn't need the pickup truck for that. But there's other ones that, if you have a pickup truck and you have they all go by weight, so you have to have a truck that can pull the certain weight. So with ours, it's, we pick that version so that we don't have to tow a car. So when we get somewhere, we can just unhook it and still use our, Tahoe when we're around. And it's, so it's 33 feet. It is designed for couples because it's a 1-bedroom with a living room, a dining little table for the dining area, a pull-out sofa. So if you have somebody who wants to stay over, and then, kind of a larger kitchen area. Yeah. And a couple of recliners.
And room for the puppy.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Not forget about me.
And our paths almost crossed this week. And we didn't.
Because you were in Florida when we were down there.
All right, I gave him a new bribe.
Okay.
See how long that
we almost crossed paths, but we were in the park that day, and y'all had the puppies. But we will definitely cross paths one day, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think because we even drove by. The park.
I don't even know. I just watched the nav. I have no idea where we are anymore. It's like it's degraded to I have no idea where I am. It's just like 84 miles and then go right. And I'm like, okay.
So what were y'all doing in Florida?
So his dad actually lives on the East Coast of Florida, and we actually traveled down to hang out in Tampa. We were actually supposed to go to an IndyCar race, and they postponed it till September. So we're like, well, let's go down to Tampa anyways and check out the area. So we kind of, did a few days down and stayed at a couple places along the way, and then did that on the way back as well.
Yeah.
Different places we checked out.
We're just cruising along. And did you tell them basically so far we've now done Maine down to Florida?
Yeah.
East Coast.
Yeah.
We haven't really headed west very much yet.
We have a question from Jeffrey. He's you kind of said Maine down to Florida, and this isn't the path, but you've been to Rhode Island?
Yes.
How did you like it?
I went to college in Rhode Island, and we visited Rhode Island, but we haven't taken the RV to Rhode
We've
Island.
driven it through Rhode Island.
Yes, we did.
To get to other states.
Yes.
We've stayed in Rhode Island without the RV, though.
Jeffrey is well known for posting pictures on his Instagram of sunsets and sunrises from Rhode Island, and it's beautiful.
Oh, okay, that's
Rhode
awesome.
Island's
Yeah, we
beautiful.
love Rhode Island.
We do.
We went to Bryant College in Rhode Island.
It's university now.
Yes, it's university now.
Everyone says it's like everyone doesn't think much of Rhode Island because how small it is.
Mm-hmm.
But did you know? I believe our last Miss Universe from the U.S. was Miss Rhode Island.
Oh, there you go.
Rhode Island is beautiful. It's got a lot of very big estates.
And I guess
stuff.
it has beautiful women too.
Mm-hmm.
My mother loves Rhode Island. She loves Maine and Rhode Island. She was hoping we'd go to Rhode Island when we went up to Maine and all on that cruise, but we didn't make it.
Maine is beautiful.
Yeah.
Maine is super beautiful.
She wanted me to drive her around like driving Miss Daisy up in the freaking New England. I was like, oh, Mimi, we would have to take some lifts if we flew there. And she was like, well, we can just rent a car. And I'm thinking, who's going to be driving the car, Linda? Linda, who's going to be driving the car?
This is my
But we have
80-year-old
children
mother.
for.
Right.
My mother will be 80 in September, and she was upset with us because we didn't take her to Universal Studios.
Okay, so let's just talk about this.
Oh.
I don't know if you've seen videos of Linda, my Mimi, but she is one of the most hard-headedness. I don't know how to say it, but has the hardest head. There it is. That's the word. I have ever met. When we tell her that there is no ride, I thought there was 2 rides that she could ride in Universal.
There was
Can't
nothing
do
she
it
could ride in
because
Universal.
every ride we got to in Universal, it said if you have pre-existing heart conditions.
Oh, yeah.
If you have pre-existing back or neck conditions, Linda,
Right.
did you not just get a shot in your back the other day for this?
Yeah, no, definitely. The way they whip you around sometimes, it's definitely something you want to take into
I'm
consideration.
pretty sure that our daughters figured out some way to leverage my mom, their grandmother, to get to the front of the lines in Disney.
Yeah, I
somehow.
think there was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so she can't really walk that much because she has like knee problems, back problems. So she does have to have like a wheelchair or what's the proper name? Are they called jazzy scooters? Because that's
We call them jazzy
scooter?
cars.
yeah. But like you can't really do that in Universal. I would say Disney is like
Disney's a lot more,
forgiving to those with pre-existing conditions.
Yeah.
Universal is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Universal has it's a little more active than Disney. Like it's a little more, the rides are a little more aggressive and stuff. And I think it's not as friendly for people in wheelchairs or kids with strollers and all that.
There were so many strollers.
Well, Doug and Nikki, we got to wrap up tonight.
Yeah.
But what do you mean ask them? Which one? Hannah loves the questions.
What is the ultimate goal for your channel?
Oh,
That's a good one.
want me to do that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so the ultimate goal for our channel is really to create a platform where hopefully we can do these crazy adventures and great travel and that kind of stuff kind of more on a cost neutral basis. Like if we could get to the point where, Singapore airline would be like, well, come fly with us, and do a review, or, the Hilton in Hawaii, whatever, says come and do a review. And if we could do it and get to the point where we're making some revenue and covering our travel costs and in exchange for all the work we're doing, I think we would consider that to be success. That's what we're
that's
doing.
a great goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hannah wants to be paid to travel.
Yeah. Seems like a reasonable thing to ask.
Mhm.
Pay us to travel.
Pay us to make a very nice video of you
Yeah.
of your business.
Well, thank y'all so much. We're gonna start wrapping up, but
Yeah,
y'all are
thanks
just
for
having so
having
much
us.
fun.
Yeah. Great to see you guys too. It's been a little while.
Yeah,
it's been a
no.
hot
I think it
second.
was New Year's, right?
Yeah, I
When
think it was.
Yeah.
New Year's.
We enjoy being on y'all's show as well.
We
Yeah.
are
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
almost 2.5 months into this.
Into the lives,
No,
into having guests.
no.
What?
into the hot mess that's in 2021.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, 2021 is going fast. It is.
Yeah, I didn't realize it's been 2.5 months since we last interacted with them on a live.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's
So if you're in the chat and you haven't subscribed to their channel, we hope that you do because they're an awesome channel. As you can tell, they've been to many great places. So, but thank y'all so much. Next week our special guests will be David and Lorelai from Fisher Fun Ventures. And right now at 8:00, you have 3 choices, great choices that we know of to tune into their lives. You have Lovey's Fat Life, Sherry's Awesome Sunsets, and also Forever Best Friends. So choose a great one or go to all 3 if you can, because we love to support one another. And at 9:00, Life is Good as Today, it has Thirsty Thursday. And they always usually have great performers, a lot of them from cruise ships that they like to support in this time. So so if you haven't given this video a thumbs up, we would appreciate it. And thank you so much, Doug and Nikki. We definitely appreciate
Thank you for having us.
Thanks again for having us.
Thanks so much.
And good night, everyone in the chat. And thank you so much for joining us. And as Hannah always says,
I was not I thought you were gonna say it.
Go ahead. You always say it.
Okay, what is it? Oh, stay safe, stay healthy, and don't forget to journey on.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care, guys.